am from team 3. Let me introduce my team. This is Mr. Par, and she is Parvati, and she is Saurabh.
Myself, Parth Trivedi, who is from.
I am teacher that from Gujarat. Myself, Harika. This is Parvati.
Hi, my name is Abdul Samad. My name is Shodamai Gadai.
Yeah, this is my team. This is the team 3, and we are going to discuss a topic of performance concepts. There are few concepts of performance concepts like speed ups, efficiencies, load balancings, and granularity. Let me tell you in a brief of what not sir told you. I'll give you a brief example of everything in my own, which my team prepared. Let's have a small introduction about the speed up, and few of my team members will be telling you about the speed ups.
Good morning friends, this is Parvati. I am going to tell about the speed up. Speed up means the time we reach less number of time we complete the task by using parallel time rather than serial time. Next slide we get.
Speed up can be used generally.
Sorry guys. Speed up. Let's have an example of mid counseling which we all are faced. What happens in mid counseling? There are many thousands of people will came for mid to get the seats, right? We came with our parents, friends, everybody were waiting in the crowd. So we keep on waiting. What they have done is they have made a queue of one by one. If there is only one person who is accessing, what will be happen? I am sure you will not get the seat even by today. Even by today you will be standing online still today. There are that many students. So what the bid has done is they have made the complete queue to enter many processes. They have made employees of many teams of around 10 or 20. I don't know. When I entered, there are so many big lines, and I used to enter that way, and my friend used to enter this way, and in that way they made completely parallel. And let's make the numbers as this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and so on 10. If there are 100 students, if you allow 100 students in a line, only one process is accessing, how much time you will be taking? You will be taking 100 minutes. But if there are 100 students coming in line for 10 people, how much time you will be taking? 10 minutes. That is the reason why we got the seat now. This is the philosophy which we followed, and we are still here. So that we can keep the
Say a simple example. Most of you have gone to car workshop with your dad or maybe by your own, okay? But it was like that before 90s when my dad used to share an experience that when he used to give ambassador car, okay, then one mechanic will be there, he will repair your car and then he will give you by the end of the day, okay? So one mechanic per car was definitely over there, but nowadays what is happening is there are several mechanics and each mechanic knows only one task. Suppose a car has 10 operations, suppose repairing wheel, looking at steering or something like that, looking at operating the engine. So a mechanic is expertise in a small task, small chunk of task, so it increases efficiency, it will take less time in that task. And yes, here if there are 10 mechanics, after they do each car, so 5 cars will remain idle. Even after they do all 10 cars, only 5 mechanics will be used, but 5 mechanics will remain idle. So the efficiency will reduce down, okay? And let's have next example where I told you current scenario, okay, where each mechanic is specialized in distinct things. So the idleness of mechanic won't be there. We will be utilized for the full day, and in turn we'll have more number of cars in the same day. So our conclusion from this example is that efficiency is directly proportional to throughput, that is number of cars out by a day, and it's inversely proportional to idleness or directly proportional to utilization. That is mechanic is also fully utilized and all the cars are also fully utilized for entire day. Thank you.
Okay, now we are going to discuss about the load balancing. What is load actually? It is the work overload that we know. If there is one processor and there the workload is increases, so what happens? Much time is required. But if we do it in different times, if we decrease and divide it, then the workload also decreases, and this is called as load balancing.
So let's take an example of IRCTC. You might be knowing IRCTC. So at the time of Tatkal, what's happening there? this is happening there. You know, everyone goes on to take the call reservation, right? So the server gets hanged. So what they do nowadays, so they divided their server at different
different levels. This is the centralized server, and this is if now we can divide the servers into state level, so and then into the regional level. Then what happens? The server overload in the root server would be decreases, and we won't experience server overloads and the transaction fails and all.
Now, only 1 minute. Quickly.
I am going to explain the regularity by the real-time example, house cleaning process. If there is only one worker to clean all these houses, then the work for her is very big. So the throughput is decreases, task done per unit